Hi, everybody. I'm Deacon Dave.
I'm Layperson Lisa.
Welcome to the Deacon Dave and Layperson Lisa show from Rome,
From Roma.
where we had a
De
very
Roma.
long day.
Yes.
Let's say a 15-hour day.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting in the lobby
Yes.
of the hotel next to the bar.
Yep.
And so tell everybody how our day started, Lisa.
We started with breakfast at 6:15. They had to open the kitchen early for us because breakfast is not normally served until 6:30. But everybody showed up very early, so good job.
Yep.
And then we left for the
St.
the
Peter's.
Vatican.
Yep.
For St. Peter's. And when we arrived, we had to walk a little bit, go through some metal detectors, but there was a long line like at an airport.
Yep.
And so we got like the TSA pre-check.
Yep,
and
we did. The
because
group
we had mass.
pre-check.
Yeah, because we had mass at 8:15, so they let us kind of merge and then take over a whole metal detector for ourselves. So
And then we had mass downstairs.
then
so
we had but the bathrooms that are inside the security
are closed.
closed for renovation. We saw like a cloth, like construction cloth, and then we could see like broken toilets behind the cloth.
Yeah, this
And like that
makes
was
no
not
sense,
good
but-
because
Yeah.
we were expecting to be able to go to the bathroom after mass. But yeah, we had to hold it until at least 11 o'clock. And some people had a hard time, but everybody did it and was a trooper.
Persevered.
Persevered.
So
Oh, anyway, mass was at.
it was underground,
Yeah.
right? And so we walked by St. Peter's tomb, Saint
Oh,
Benedict
no.
the 16th.
No,
tomb.
he's not a saint yet, but he will be.
I'm sorry, Benedict
That
16th tomb.
prophetic
Sorry.
word there.
Yes, a prophetic word from Deacon Dave. And a couple of other ones, right? There are a lot of popes down
Yes,
there.
Pius the 12th, I think.
Right. So we had mass down there,
Yeah.
which was really nice.
Yes.
And Monsignor talked about Peter, who was rocked, and the fact that Jesus asked him 3 times after the resurrection, do you love me? And I think this is a good question for all of us, right? Do we love Jesus? Has everything to do with how we live out our lives. Now, recognizing that we're not always going to be perfect,
Right.
but we say, I love you each and every time we align our will with the will of the Father.
Right.
We can only do that.
Or that we desire to do God's will.
Yeah, and we can only do it by His grace. And I
Yes.
think oftentimes that's where we get off the rails, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Well, he puts that desire in our hearts, and then it's up to us to say yes to it. And yes, we're human, so we're sometimes stumble
Yep.
and fall, but the important part is that we just invite him back into those things and not turn inward and beat ourselves up.
Yeah. Then we have a tour of St. Peter's Basilica, which is massive.
Yes.
And they've got all of these marks in the center of the church showing how every other church in the world can fit inside of
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
this church,
Yeah.
which is the biggest church
in the world.
Right. So we had maybe an hour and 15 minutes of being talked to about all of that. Then what did we do, Lisa? Adventure
Then
time.
we climbed the 570,
70.
550 steps to the cupola,
Yep.
the dome.
Yes.
And so we had 2 stopping points. The first one, we got to go right below the dome and walk around the inside, which was really cool.
yeah.
Then we had, that was like 200 something.
And then we had a bathroom break.
Then we had a bathroom break. This
Gotta
is our
keep with
first
that
bathroom
theme.
break. since
Yes,
the
for like 3
hotel.
hours,
Yes.
4 hours.
Which was like at noon.
Yes. So from 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so 5 hours. And
Right.
then we ascended up
To the cupola.
The cupola. First we went outside.
Yeah,
And we got
drank.
Yeah. We got rained on, but that was on the way up.
We definitely got rained on,
But we were it was a beautiful view from the outside.
except it was all cloudy and rainy.
But then we went up to the top, to the very, like, right below the steeple thingy, like the thing that goes like this.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, it was wet. And so,
It was very wet and cloudy.
Yeah.
It wasn't a very good view, but the Lord made up for it later, which we'll tell you about in a few minutes.
but it was still cool nonetheless. I was happy
Oh, yeah.
we did it. I enjoyed that. That was fun for me.
We always love to pay for physical activity.
We like physical activity.
Yeah, and
we
as you're
like
walking,
to challenge ourselves.
yeah, the dome is curved, right? So as you're walking up, you're like,
You're like,
leaning over like this because the sidewalk, the stairs you're climbing up are literally right up against the wall.
yes.
And so for some of us taller folk, this can be a little bit challenging.
Yes.
Lisa.
Yes. Exactly. I had to really stretch my neck.
Yeah, you're not that tall. Anyway, so then we went and had lunch.
Lunch at a pizza place.
Yeah, and then went to a store or two.
Oh yeah, we went to 2 stores.
Right, I got-
One. You got. Oh yeah, you gotta tell everybody what you got.
I got a Padre Pio stole.
Yes.
I think I'm not going to wear Dalmatics much anymore, and I'm going to start just wearing an owl
Your
and
cool
my stole
stoles.
so that everybody can see my stoles, which they are really, they're nice.
They're very nice.
And,
yes.
and that way they can, and I think I would enjoy them more because I could actually see them, instead of them being underneath, I'm setting this on my leg,
Okay.
being underneath.
Yeah, because like on Christmas you have a beautiful nativity
Yes.
stole, and we don't get to see it.
No. But I will try to do better in the future. Of course, if I have to wear a Dalmatic, then I have to wear a Dalmatic.
Yeah.
Right, sometimes like at Christmas and things like that.
Oh, you do?
Actually, Christmas Day. I think typically we usually end up wearing matching stuff
Oh.
with which I don't mind because I
Yeah.
think for those like Easter and Christmas. That's
Okay. Well,
kinda,
Easter, yeah.
that kind of makes sense to do that, right?
And then I got a mystery item.
Yes, which I don't know anything about,
Right.
although I carried it around all day.
Right.
Yeah. So
Battery.
that's okay. We still have 15%. That might
And
be another
then
10 minutes.
Then we met at 3:00 and walked
We survived the
through
Vatican
the
Museum.
crowds of the Vatican Museum. We had crowds just to get on in the right lines part. Then the bathroom line was so long. Our people are such troopers.
Just continuing on with the bathroom theme here.
Exactly. And then it was like sardines walking in a very hot can.
It was
Like I just was trying to let's just go. Let's just keep walking.
Yes.
And like the thing is, like we didn't even see like church related stuff.
one room, I think.
One room.
Towards
Like,
after the
I didn't like it
Sistine
because
Chapel.
there was a lot of like naked people. Like
Right.
I don't need to see that.
Well, I mean, I think people.
Like I know
Can
it's like great,
appreciate
like
it.
yes, but like
just not
I
me
just
and you.
didn't need. I just didn't need that in my face. I'm sorry.
No. Well, there's a lot of really old stuff there. Good night, y'all. There's a lot of really old stuff there, and the Sistine Chapel was packed.
The Sistine Chapel was packed. We caught a blessing at the end.
Is that what that was?
I think so.
I'm not really sure.
I don't know. There's a priest preaching in a
He was
different
doing something. I didn't know you could do
language?
that in the Sistine Chapel.
What the heck?
I want to sign up for that.
Yeah.
But you really need that. Having been on a private tour of the Vatican Museum, that's the only way to go. You have
Yeah.
to pay for it, but I mean,
Yeah.
and you really pay for it.
Yeah.
But it is hard to appreciate anything when you're swarmed by people and it's 100 degrees. And so, anyway, a lot of beautiful stuff.
Then
But then,
we went to the Pontifical College of North America,
yes,
which was the seminary for the Americans
yes.
in Rome.
And Deacon Sam, who's
Deacon
been
Sam
there for
from the Richmond Diocese.
this is his 4th year.
His 4th year. He's
Who's
a
the Holy
transitional
Spirit.
deacon.
Yes, he showed us around.
He showed us around. We got a tour
Nice facility.
of the seminary. They had the chapel was amazing. I thought it was really amazing.
It was nice.
Then they had the sports complex.
The sports complex was amazing.
Was
too.
amazing. Like we were totally ready to play. Like
Yeah.
where's the equipment? We wanna
Let's get going. Tennis courts.
Where's the soccer
pickleball.
ball? Where's
Yes.
the pickleball rackets?
Yeah, baseball, whatever
Where's the
you needed.
baseball bats?
Basketball.
The basketballs.
Yeah.
We were ready. We asked to walk on the field and we were allowed to.
Yeah. So that was the excursion.
That was the excursion. We got to go to their library.
Yeah. It was really, I found a book that had 26 translations of the Bible. And so it would have one sentence in the Bible and then would have the different translations of how it was
Wow.
said. So, there's little variations, right, in things. And I actually found that quite interesting in the couple of minutes I was looking at it while y'all were talking.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that was nice to see that. And then we went to dinner.
And we went to dinner.
And Deacon Sam came along with us and told us his vocation story, which was very interesting because he was.
I heard him say, because I didn't hear the whole conversation, but he was Baptist.
Yeah, and he was really not into church when he went to college at Virginia Tech, and then he met a guy who was Catholic, who was really smart, and it caused him to really start thinking about things. So, if you don't think you can make a difference in someone's life, you just don't know.
Yeah.
When you start sharing your faith and being who God's called you to be, you can have an impact on people. And sometimes you'll know, sometimes you won't, but you're still having the impact.
Yeah.
And so I think it's important for us to remember this whole idea of evangelization takes on many forms, Lisa.
Yes.
And it's kind of like, just don't give up.
Yeah.
And just keep sharing your faith and being who you're supposed to be. And good things happen. God will use us to make good things happen. Right? And so, now we're back here.
Now we're back at the hotel.
And it's 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And we were up at 6:15.
Yeah.
Anything else, Lisa?
I think that's about it, Deacon Dave.
I am Deacon Dave.
I am layperson Lisa.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.